Hi students, here is question answer. The first question is thinking about the text. We should read the text and we should think about the text. What does the text show? And we have to travel through the text to get more and more out of it. First question, answer these questions in 1 or 2 sentences each. The paragraph numbers within the brackets provide clues to the answers. Why was the holy man who gave Santosh's mother his blessings surprised? Why was the holy man who gave Santosh's mother his blessings surprised? It is in paragraph 1. Go over to paragraph 1 and try to find out the answer. But you will find out, but let me tell you here that why was he surprised? Everybody in Haryana wanted a son. And when Santosh Yadav's grandmother told the holy man that they wanted a girl child, the man was surprised, because Haryana is a place the demographical balance is heavily in favor of male population and everybody wants a male child, majority of the people, but they wanted a girl child. This surprised the holy man. Second question, give an example to show that even as a young girl, Santosh was not ready to accept anything unreasonable. What was unreasonable? If a girl attained the age of 16, she was considered to be fit for marriage. She was considered to be of marriageable age. Santosh was not going to accept this term. Santosh was not going to accept anything which was unreasonable. She felt she had every right to get educated. She would first complete her education, then she would think of marriage. When she realized that the pressure was being put on her, she made it quite clear to her parents that she would first complete her education, then the question of marriage would arise. Okay? And she knew that once she changed herself, it would be society's turn to change itself. She knew, because if she followed her heart, if she did the right thing, the people around her would have to accept this. And she was determined. Why was Santosh sent to the local school? Naturally, she was a girl. So her parents, like other parents in her village, thought that a local school was okay for her. She deserved local school because she was only girl, and why educate the girl so much? Because marriage was the prime concern, the first priority. That once the girl attained the age of 16, 15 or 17, she would be of marriageable age and then marriage would happen. That's why she was sent to local school, but parents could not understand her, that she had already decided to get higher education, proper education in a proper way, and she was quite determined. Fourth one, when did she leave home for Delhi and why? It is paragraph 4, students. Let us go to paragraph 4. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. When her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fees. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education. Now, actually, question is, when did she leave home for Delhi and why? Actually, marriage was the problem. And Santosh knew that if she continued in the village, the pressure would be mounted on her. And living at village, she could not get higher education, proper education. The village had a limit. She had already studied in the local school, but she wanted to build her career. For this purpose, she had to go to Delhi. That's why she went to Delhi. And at one point of time, and she got enrolled there, but parents threatened her that they would not pay for her education. She very politely, without being rebellious, very politely sent this message to her parents that she would do a part-time job to pay her school fees. She was so committed and so determined. So parent had to relent. Finally, they agreed to pay for her education. This was Santosh Yadav. Fifth one, Why did Santosh's parents agree to pay for her schooling in Delhi? What mental qualities of Santosh are brought into light by this incident? I have already told you. When Santosh made it clear to her parents that she would support herself on her own, she would pay her school fees on her own by taking up any job, any part-time job in Delhi. In this way, she would pay her own school fees and she would become self-reliant. So parents had to agree. Parent knew that Santosh would go ahead, and this shows that how determined she was to pursue education, to build a career. And this was unlike other girls. She did something which was not done before. She proved herself a pioneer, a natural leader. She led her way and she was determined that she would get education. Unlike other girls, she would not compromise with the terms and conditions of the parents and society. She would do what her heart followed, what her heart wanted. So she was determined, she had willpower, and she proved herself to be a person with a strong willpower. Now students, there are some other questions also. Answer each of these questions in a short paragraph, about 30 words. I will not give you detailed answers, but I will give you some hints which will help you to write answers in around 30 words. Okay? And if you go through the text, you will be able to answer them properly. First one, how did Santosh begin to climb mountains? Actually, she saw some climbers climbing Aravali hill just in front of her Kasturba hostel, and this caught her fancy. This caught her imagination. All of a sudden, she thought that she wanted to climb mountains, and she got interested, and when she contacted them, they convinced her that she could be a mountaineer, she could be a mountain climber, and this boosted her self-confidence, and she thought that she would become a climber. Actually, she might have set any goal for her life that she would become this or that, but right in the middle of her schooling or higher education, as she was pursuing her higher education at Jaipur, she realized that this was the thing which sucked up her interest, which attracted her. So in this way, she decided to be a mountaineer. What incidents during the Everest expedition show Santosh's concern for her teammates? I have already told you. She saved one life, Mohan Singh's. She tried to save another life also. She shared her oxygen with Mohan Singh. This shows that she was a great fellow feeling. She was friendly to all, and she was of cooperative nature. She was a big support, and leadership quality she had very much in her. So she always supported the people, helped the people who were in trouble. So this was Santosh Yadav. And these incidents I have already narrated to you, that she shared her oxygen with Mohan Singh and saved his life. What shows her concern for the environment? Towards the end of the lesson, we have already learned. I have already told you that she brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from Mount Everest. This shows that Santosh was a first-class environmentalist. She has concern for the environment. How does she describe her feelings at the summit of the Everest? She reached there, and it took her some time before she could realize that she had reached there. She had climbed Mount Everest, because this feeling was so overwhelming, so great, that it took her some time to realize, yeah, I have reached Mount Everest. And she had tricolor in her hand. She was ecstatic. She could not describe her feelings. What a feeling it was. Yes, climbing Mount Everest is not a child's play, and she had done it, and she did it twice. So for Santosh Yadav, it was a spiritual moment, it was a great moment, and she was a proud Indian. She felt proud of her country, and entire country felt proud of her, because she unfurled Indian tricolor on the top of the world. What better moment could there be for her? Now, question number 5. Santosh Yadav got into the record books both. Question is slightly blurred here. She scaled Mount Everest. What were the reasons for this? Naturally, she climbed Mount Everest 2 times, and she got Padma Shri for this. She did this and she is the only person in the world, and she climbed Mount Everest at a young age of 20, a youngest climber ever in the annals of climbing Mount Everest. She proved herself. So naturally she found her place in the record book, and plus she got Padma Shri. We know very well. Now students, one more question I would like to deal. This is the last one, question number 4. Third one you will do on your own. Something should be there for your homework. Pick out words from the text that mean the same as the following words and expressions. Look in the paragraph indicated. Took to be true without proof. Assumed. The word is there. Assumed. Took to be true without proof. Assumed. Second one, based on reason. Sensible, reasonable, rational. 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 Third one, the usual way of doing things. Custom. Fourth one, a strong desire arising from within. Urge. A strong desire arising from within. Urge. The power to endure without falling ill. Endurance. So students, I have discussed almost all questions for your benefits, and please keep revising the lesson. Write in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you all.